What is up, beauties? What is up, Troll Arc staff? My name, of course, is Burnsy, and I think we're going to take a week off from hate mail. It is just too goddamn beautiful outside. Spring has finally arrived where I am from, Minnesota, and, I just don't want to focus on the hate this week. So instead, let's focus on the love. Here comes some love mail Q&A. Let's get right into it. What would you do with $1,000,000? Well, a smart, honest answer, I'd probably invest half of it and just live off the interest. You hear all those horror stories of people who have won the lottery. They win like $100 million, and 5 years later they're broke and they're all cracked out. I never understood that. You have $100 million. We're just talking about $1 million, which you can live off for the rest of your life if you invest it well. And these people are like, let's buy cars and drugs and houses that we don't even need. And then all of a sudden, they're drug addicts, they have alcohol problems, and they're broke and depressed. And those people are fucking stupid. What is the nicest thing you've done for someone? Well, if you want to talk most recently, I was at a drive-thru at some restaurant, and the person in front of me paid for my meal, and so I did a whole pay it forward thing and pay for the person behind me. So, yeah, recently that's probably one of the nicer things I've done for someone. What are the pros and cons of being a big YouTuber? The pros obviously being you have a lot of fans that you can interact with, get their feedback, and if you're big enough you can do it for a living, you obviously get paid. And the cons would be sometimes maybe days that you just don't feel like doing a video, and maybe you put out one really bad video that maybe wasn't your best effort, and then you see all the negativity and you're just not sure if you're going to lose all your fans on one day. And I don't know, haters, I guess, and I try to ignore it as best I can. I turn it into a series, obviously, with hate mail, but just being judged on very minuscule levels. But in my opinion, the pros outweigh the cons by a lot. Are you more of a Justin Bieber or One Directioner type of guy? I really don't listen to either. I know a lot of people like to hate both sides, but if I were to be honest, Justin Bieber, very talented human being. He can play just about every instrument. And yeah, I guess neither. I'm pretty 100% positive that he does cocaine, though. Do you think the Wild will ever win the Stanley Cup? If they do, I will be able to die in peace. What's the 0 to 60 time on the new corporate car? Talking about 0 to 60 miles an hour. If it's in sport mode, probably like 5 or 6 seconds. And when you say that out loud, it seems kind of slow, but the fastest cars in the world go 0 to 60 between 3.5 and 4 seconds. And the price tag on those cars is over $100,000. What is your second favorite sport after the obvious? The obvious being hockey. And my second favorite sport would have to be the Lingerie Football League. If you can't sign off, give your stamp of approval on women playing football in their lingerie, you might want to question the sexuality. I'm not saying it's wrong that you're gay, but if you're a straight man and you're not on board with some lingerie football league, you might want to check yourself out there. Do you have a custom controller? And I think you're trying to ask here if you can order one. Not a Minnesota Burns or a Troll Arc staff type of custom controller. We are actually in the works. Duncan from Scuff Gaming contacted me being like, we want to get you a personalized Troll Arc, Minnesota Burns type controller. And so what I need from you guys is your help in the comment section below. Let me know what kind of color scheme you want to see, any sort of design on the guide button, what kind of logo do you want on the back paddles. Let me know, and hopefully I don't know, I can't really give a timetable. Hopefully soon we will have a custom Troll Art controller from Scuff. So let me know. What's your opinion on self-harm? This is a really tough question to talk about because everybody's case is different. I know there's a lot of young people that suffer from depression, anxiety. Some people take antidepressants. Some people resort to harming themselves via cutting or whatever it may be. And I guess if I were to give some advice, if you feel like you're down in the shitter and then you feel like hurting yourself, find some help. If you're not comfortable talking to a family member or a friend, now there's plenty of third-party options out there. Suicide hotlines. I don't know how comfortable you'd be talking to a stranger whose job is it to talk people out of killing themselves, but if that's the way you need to go, then that's the way you need to go. But I'd say just find someone to talk to that you can trust. And if there isn't, find a stranger. You'd be surprised that there are a lot of people out there who are willing to help you. And it seems that a lot of people that are young have these self-harm problems, depression problems, and just know that it can always get better, and sometimes talking about it can help you fix the problem. But if you're a fan of mine and you self-harm, I would very kindly and respectfully ask you to stop doing it and find a solution. Whew, that was kind of depressing to talk about. But anyways, thank you guys so much for stopping by here in Love Mail. If you are feeling down in the dirt, remember it is springtime. It's almost summer. It's like 80 degrees where I am, and I know winter can kind of put you in that depressive mindset, but it's warm outside. Put a smile on your face. Be happy. If you are still struggling, reach out. I'll see you guys later. Bye.